homestand continues tonight as the Texas Rangers, led by Ron Washington, are in town for a 4-game series. So it's the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers, game 1 of this 4-game set, and you'll see it right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball, along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. You saw right at the top, Brett Anderson, indeed, has been the best pitcher for the A's, especially in the month of July. He had a terrific month, and Ray, it's all about confidence, and it's all about making the proper adjustments, and Anderson has done that. Well,
he has to do that, and it is amazing as he makes his 20th start to be able to do what he has done. Gave up a home run this last start, his first since June the 14th. But you see the breaking ball down to the back foot. Of course, it's a good slider against the left-handers, but watch that, the good fastball inside. So what he is doing is using both sides of the plate with his fastball, something he was not doing earlier in the season. And there's that hard breaking ball where it goes to the back foot of the right-handed hitter. That has been outstanding. Hitter swing over the pitch, and as a result, he's getting a lot of strikeouts because of it.
Texas Rangers, last time they made the playoffs, 1999. They've only made the playoffs 3 times in their existence. But you know what? They're in the mix this year in both the division and the wild card.
Well, if you look at August the 3rd, you see the Rangers 15 games over 500, just 4 games behind the Angels in the division. Of course, the wild card, it's going to be a lot of teams there, Boston especially. But for the great defense and getting great pitching, and they also have the all-star third baseman Michael Young, who has moved to third base after winning a Gold Glove at shortstop. Remember, he was at second base, then A-Rod moved to shortstop, not third base. He can use the whole field. He's showing some pop with his bat, but more than anything, he's healthy, playing an outstanding third base, and for him to be able to do what he has done this year, from moving from shortstop to third, that says a lot about him wanting to win, and of course he's done that and helped the Texas Rangers do exactly that.
Michael Young is hitting .417 since the All-Star break. That's the best batting average in the American League, and he has 17 home runs. So it'll be the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. The first of 4 will have lineups at first pitch from the Coliseum in just a moment. A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Comcast HD, with more HD than anyone, period. Now the A's have taken the field, and we are moments away from first pitch, game one of this four-game series. It's the A's and the Rangers. Game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free and the boardwalk is open daily. 62 degrees, cool and clear indeed. Fans still coming into the ballpark. And the Texas Rangers, one of the pretty good stories in baseball this year. We'll tell you about their success as the game goes on. Rangers lineup tonight brought to you by McDonald's. Joaquin Arias will play second base. Michael Young is at third, fifth best batting average in the American League. Marlon Byrd in left. Nelson Cruz, a big year. He's in right. Hank Blaylock at first. And then it's Andrew Jones, Josh Hamilton, Jared Saltalamacchia, and Elvis Andrus. The A's defensively have Hairston in left, Patterson in center, Sweeney in right. Kennedy, Pennington, Ellis, Everidge around the infield, and Kurt Suzuki is the catcher for Brett Anderson. And Anderson kicks, and the first pitch of the ball game to Arias is in for a strike.
First pitch.
So Arias, Young, Byrd, the top three hitters in the Rangers lineup. Arias hits a little flare down the right field line, and it's foul.
Well, Brett Anderson making the start for the Athletics, his 20th of the season. Of course, his first major league season. And for Brett, gave up a home run in his last start. That was the first since the middle part of June. ERA 4.33, but look how much has dropped in the last 5 games. So that's progress for the left-hander. And trying to get to the 500 mark personally, which is 2 games under, and build on that. Try to get to double figures in wins before the season's over.
If he keeps pitching the way he's been pitching, he will do that.
A couple of starts against the Rangers, both in Arlington.
Towards center field, Patterson was playing shallow, and he's got it.
First one he had to leave because of a blister on his left index finger. That was the game in which it seemed like everybody went on the DL. Brett did not, but had to hold off a little bit, try to make his next start, and then pitched against the Rangers also on the 30th of May. It was a game in which the Rangers scored 14 runs, but 6 of those in 4 innings against Brett Anderson. A much different pitcher than the Rangers saw then. And I think a lot better.
And that first start on the 20th when he left with the blister, he was really pitching well that night. It was unfortunate that he had to leave. Talked about Michael Young in the opening of our show and just how hot Young is. Continues to be a great hitter as he's been for a long time. This one into foul territory. A long run for Mark Ellis, and he reaches up and catches it and then navigates through the bullpen mound, which is never easy to do. So 2 outs here in the first.
That Tommy Everidge said, wait a minute, this is a lot of foul territory. Oh, there's a big one. Oh, that's a mound down there. Mark Ellis said, let the veteran take it, and Mark hustled, got to the ball, and able to make a great catch. And anytime you can retire Michael Young with a foul ball, you want to make sure you catch it. You not want to give him an extra try. Ron Washington very familiar with this foul territory. For Wash, how about that? Against the A's, 27-19 third season. Look at his record.
Trying to get to 500.
1 under. That's impressive.
Rangers are playing good baseball. They're 59-44. They have won 11 out of their last 14. And that 59-44 record is 4th best in the American League. On the road, they're 22-23. Rangers in the playoff hunt as we head into the month of August. Marlon Byrd pops a foul back. So the count 1-2 to Byrd. 278, 11 home runs, 51 runs batted. Season high, 15 games over 500 for Texas. They had a big month of July, 17-8. So they're a confident team. They just Marlon Byrd swings over that good curveball from Brett Anderson, and Anderson has a very nice 3-up, 3-down first inning.
Leading off for the Athletics, third baseman, number 29, Adam Kennedy.
No score, bottom of the first. A's lineup brought to you by McDonald's. Kennedy, Suzuki, Hairston, Cust, Sweeney, Everidge, Ellis, Patterson, and Pennington. So that's the A's starting lineup brought to you by McDonald's. And here is Kennedy. Facing 6'8" Dustin Nippert. Kennedy, 292 with 8 home runs and 41 runs batted in. Kennedy coming off a series against the Blue Jays over the weekend where he went 3 for 13. 3 of the hits were all doubles and 3 RBIs.
It's a good changeup that he will throw to lefties a lot, and it's a good one. Fastball 91 to 94, changeup 81-84, so good differential.
The right side where the first baseman Hank Blaylock takes it. The rest of the defense for the Texas Rangers. In the outfield, it's Marlon Byrd in left, Josh Hamilton in center, Nelson Cruz in right. Infield, Young, Andrus, Arias, Blaylock, and the catcher Jared Saltalamacchia.
And Dustin Nippert is making the start, just his 4th of the season of his 8 appearances. Of course, it's supposed to be Kevin Millwood pitching tonight, but they've backed him up probably Saturday when the Rangers will take on the Angels in Anaheim. But he beat the Boston Red Sox 3-1 in the last start. Seen it for the first time this year. Did see him last year. But Eric Nadel, longtime broadcaster for the Rangers on the radio side, talking about he was on the scrap heap, ready to be waived, and all of a sudden, here he comes, and just made a couple of appearances in spring training, and is with the club, now stepping in as a starter. And see, he's got 9 lives, so maybe that's number 3. Pitching very well for Ron Washington.
He's had some injury problems this year,
but very surprisingly, the Rangers are 12th in offense.
Yep.
But in pitching and defense, 7th in pitching, 5th in defense. And talking to Ron Washington, and he said they are playing outstanding defense and getting the pitching. And when they do that, as we all know, you get pitching and defense, you're going to win a lot of games. And it's surprising to see where they are offensively, to be the 12th of the 14 teams.
In team batting average?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? But if you look at where they were last year pitching and defense and where they are this year, then it is easy to figure out why they're a significantly better team. It's a soft line drive into right field by Kurt Suzuki. So that is the first base runner of the ball game, and it's a Suzuki single. And that'll bring up Scott Hairston.
Fastball inside, kind of tailed towards the middle a little bit, and Kurt Suzuki, great inside-out swing. You see his hands stayed close to his body, then brought him in and served the ball out to right field. Michael Young's probably yelling across the diamond, "Nice hitting." That's the way I do it all the time.
That's right.
Oh. Guess what we got?
Wow.
It's Root Beer Float Week.
Does that mean we get one tonight, tomorrow night, and Wednesday night?
That's right. We get it for three nights leading up to Thursday, right? One every night? Oh, come on.
In preparation for Thursday's Root Beer Float Day.
I bet they're not as good as we make, though.
No. Well, extra ice cream. Quick 0-1 to Scott Hairston. There it is. Don't even think about it.
That was the Tommy Cam that got yours.
I know.
And Dallas Braden, that's why he had the huge mug. He got the smaller one.
Scott Hairston hitting .247 with a couple of home runs and 8 RBIs. Those numbers just with the Athletics, obviously. On deck is Jack Cust. Hairston hits one high, deep, but foul.
Just give fans a little bit of advance warning. Of course, Dallas Braden is scheduled to pitch Wednesday. And if all goes as expected, then Thursday he would, I would think, would want to go out and slip some root beer floats.
Yeah.
But if he has his cap off, don't be shocked. He has a different look.
Yeah.
We might see it Wednesday when he pitches.
And that different look is? Or you just want to?
Well, this one.
Yeah. It could be that our cameraman may not recognize it.
Yeah, that's right. Tommy has a meeting with all the camera people. Who is that guy? We don't have a picture of him.
One and two, a quick throw to first. One thing the A's did not do in that Toronto series, they didn't steal any bases, and we have accustomed to the A's stealing bases now, as they've done a lot of that as of late.
Salton Lamacchia, one of the best throwing catchers in the American League, even though he is a tall catcher, gets out of the box very quickly.
Kurt Suzuki will not need to steal second base. He's going to get it the easy way, a wild pitch. So runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the first.
Hard breaking ball. Salton Lamacchia out in front of it, but carried off of the hard part of his catcher's mitt, did not hit in the pocket or off his chest. Base running by Kurt Suzuki.
Hairston tries to hold up, and he did, says Tim Cheetah, the crew chief. So full count to Hairston.
Started to after pulling the ball foul. It definitely no swing. Cheetah able to see that perfectly.
Payoff pitch. And it's a bit low. So a good at bat by Scott Hairston. Works the walk.
That's a great eye to be able to take a pitch that close. But knowing had he swung at it, it's probably going to be a ground ball. So that's the fine line. You hope you have an umpire, if you're a hitter, that's not going to call the low strike, because that was right down the middle. Salton Lamacchia took a little bit more out of the strike zone, but let's check it on the side. Just a little bit below the knees. See, a catcher could just take his catcher's mitt and just turn it over with the palm up instead of the palm down, and it makes it look so much more like a strike instead of almost catching it or in and up on the ground.
So Jack Cuss steps in. That one missed a bit inside.
It's a sounder. Well, we're not in Seattle. That sounds like the sounder that always came up a little bit after 7. Safeco Field.
Swing and a miss by Cust. 1-1 the count. 16 homers and 50 RBIs for Jack Cust. Pretty good series against Toronto. 3 for 8. He walked 5 times and scored 4 runs. So he was right in the middle of A's offense. And that's a strike down around the knees. Mark Carlson is the home plate umpire tonight. You saw Tim Cheetah. Bob Davidson is at second. Jeff Nelson is at third.
Who's second?
Bob Davidson.
What's his nickname?
Walking Bob.
That's what it is.
So if you're a pitcher, you come to the stretch, hold it for at least a second. Swing and a miss. Fastball, 95 miles an hour, and pretty well placed, and that's a strikeout.
It was a good location inside with a little tailing action back to the
Batting
corner.
in the fifth position.
But Jack
Right fielder,
could not catch up to the fastball.
Ryan Sweeney.
It's interesting. Eric Nadell said, you know, when you're juiced up scoreboard gun here, you may show throwing 95, 96, and Texas if it's about 93. So I guess the
we just go
reputation
by what we
is
see.
exactly that the gun is a little bit higher here.
First pitch to Sweeney is low. Suzuki, the runner at second, he singled. Hairston at first, he walked. He's looking for a 2-out hit from Sweeney. Fastball runs away. Top of the first, the Rangers went quickly and quietly along bottom of the first. The A's have yet to get on the board. That one's hit well to right field, but Cruz is there. And that'll do it. A's strand a pair. We head to the second inning. No score, A's and Rangers.
Excuse me while I have a root beer float, but be happy to tell you that Mug Root Beer Float Day is presented by Pepsi coming up Thursday, August the 6th. That's this Thursday. A's will host the Rangers. 12:35, celebrities and athletes will be serving floats made with Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream. It is the best. Beginning at 10:30 a.m. in the Eastside Club. Floats are just $2 and get autographs and photos for tipping extra, with proceeds going to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. After Topping Time catches this ball, we'll tell you that Ricky Henderson will also be signing photographs for a donation with proceeds going to the A's Community Fund. Get tickets online at oaklandathletics.com. So you can get a root beer float, and you can also catch it. Now, a little bit too far away. You can also purchase an autograph photo from the newest Hall of Famer, Ricky Henderson.
Sounds like a good day.
Ooh, root beer float's a good date.
And you know what, Ray? You can take this half inning off if you want to finish your root beer float. I'll take care of it. Because they are pretty good.
Even James jumped in there and had one.
Yep. Why not? Hank Blaylock slices one down the left field line. Nelson Cruz was the hitter who fouled out to Tommy Everidge. Blaylock with power numbers, 20 homers, 50 RBIs. Gets jammed and loops one right field where Sweeney jogs in and makes the catch.
It's a great location. Of course, Hank Blaylock, very strong with the home runs throughout his career. Very powerful hitter, and he extends his arms. He can go from foul pole to foul pole with home runs. And so to be able to jam him, crack of the bat, keep it at the ballpark, it's good, good pitching by Anderson.
So 2 outs for Andrew Jones, who takes way outside. Lots of home runs for these Texas Rangers. The most in the American League, 159. Yeah. Interesting team statistics, the Texas Rangers. Mentioned the home runs. They don't walk a lot. They've struck out the most in the American League. They steal a lot of bases. Average near the seats, and it bounces right in that first row, and a fan. Plays it on a hop.
I don't know that he ever saw the ball. Did not go at it very aggressively. Well, Raymond's upset because showing Ian Kinsler as Average goes towards the rail, but could not quite get to it.
Kinsler on the disabled list.
Yeah.
He strained a hamstring for the second baseman for the Texas Rangers.
Said he should be able to go by the time he's eligible to return in about 10 days. He was put it retroactively. And here's a boy back here. Raymond knew. Somebody called him, said they're going to show Ian Kinsler. So
try not to smile.
Yeah, right.
Raymond, just smile. You're fighting it. He's going to roll foul. In fact, the Rangers made a handful of roster moves the last couple days. Kinsler to the DL, and they activated their closer, Frank Francisco. And then they brought up a couple of pitchers from the minor leagues. Doug Mathis won, but the big name is Neftali Feliz. He has been talked about a lot as one of the best young pitching prospects in all of baseball. We'll see if we see him in this series. Very nicely done by Brett Anderson. 6 up, 6 down. Bottom of the second coming up. No score.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the Pepsi Sports Highlight. You have the opportunity to go to the highlight you used to see.
The Texas Rangers. A very nice night for baseball. That youngster, I do believe he's a Rangers fan.
Or he lost a bet.
You have to put the Rangers emblem on your forehead. Average, Ellis, and Patterson. He's had a chance against Dustin Nippert in the first inning. They had 2 on and 1 out, but could not score. Average playing first base tonight. See the 250 average, 6 hits in 24 at bats. He's got 3 doubles, walked a couple times, and he's getting a chance to play.
Jason Giambi is eligible to come off the disabled list tomorrow. And, of course, A's big first baseman seems to be healthy, and so we'll see what happens with that tomorrow.
Toward right center, hit pretty well. Cruz, though, is going to get there at the warning track. He's got it, and that's the first out.
Fans, this year when you can't be home to watch the A's on Comcast Sportsnet California, and we hope you are watching it in high definition as always, check out MLB.tv. You can log on to the internet to watch every out-of-market game of the season live. For more details, visit OaklandAthletics.com, where baseball is always on. Well, there's some earphones here.
You hear everything.
But he can't see it in high definition if he's here. As we talked about Clay Wood, and I saw Clay again today, and he's talking about this beautiful field and how football is going to be played after the A's leave. And so those of you who have high definition can enjoy seeing one of the most well-manicured, prepared fields in all of baseball.
No question.
I mean, this is the best. Clay may want a shot of that right there. He may be calling Dallaire and say, give me a copy of this so I can put it in the archives, because we're not going to see it for a while.
No. Maybe the first week of April 2010. 2-1 to Ellis. Pops it up. The shortstop, Elvis Andrus, a couple steps out on the grass. That's 2 outs.
Good swing, but Mark Ellis just pulled off just a little bit. The ball that just seemed normally drive to center field or the right field, but opened up and got under it.
So 2 outs for Eric Patterson. Patterson playing in center field tonight. So for Patterson, his 4th start in center field. He's made 3 in left field. The youngster the A's like to get a good look at in the final 2 months of the season. So far, Patterson, 5 hits in 27 at-bats.
Rajai Davis making it very tough on anybody else to play in center field besides him.
That's true.
He is doing an outstanding job and gets the night off tonight. But Rajai, more of a 4th outfielder coming into the season. But the way he has played, tremendous month of July, speed, playing great outfield, covering a lot of ground in center. Kind of tough to keep him out of the lineup.
Michael Young racing over, and he is going to watch it drop and hit on the step heading into the A's dugout.
There's no way an infielder, third or first baseman, here at the Coliseum with a ball like that can think it's going to be coming back, but they always does that. The swing and the way the ball starts, it's going to be in the stands, and look how close. Just reach out, Michael, you might catch it. He got there, and nobody's helping, which is the opposition's dugout. But the ball always comes back.
Emergency swing by Patterson, and he rolls it foul.
Especially behind home plate. Catcher runs back. The ball comes up. The spin takes it right back towards home plate. Seeing catchers overrun balls if they get too aggressive, they go in after them.
It's an automatic, right?
Yeah.
For a catcher.
Yeah.
It always comes back. Fastball, swing and a miss. So that's the 2nd strikeout for Dustin Nippert. So we're going to the 3rd. No score A's and the Texas Rangers. Top of the third, no score between the A's and the Rangers. Brett Anderson has retired the first 6 he has faced. And now he'll get Hamilton, Saltalamacchia, and Andrus here in the top of the third. Anderson with a strikeout.
Hard to believe that Josh Hamilton just coming up in the 3rd inning.
He's hitting 7. What's wrong with that? Been a tough year for Josh Hamilton. He's been on the disabled list twice.
43 games he's missed due to injuries this year. Of course, they started in the All-Star game, St. Louis. Came back in enough time. Well, you could not expect a player to have the same type of year that he had last year. Everything. Uh-oh.
Well, Hamilton is going to beat it because Brett Anderson just did not get over there. You could see it immediately. And it's going to be a hit for Hamilton.
Now, Brett Anderson did not cover. And the range, Everidge going to his right, probably didn't have to, and because Mark Ellis was right behind him. And that's one of the hardest things for a first baseman, to realize where the second baseman is. And you could see with a great shot with the high home camera that Ellie was behind where Everidge actually caught the ball. So you see a first baseman will start after it, but then go back to the bag. And Mark Ellis is one of the best at knowing how to play the hitters and to cover the amount of ground that he does.
And that situation becomes even more evident with Anderson because he really falls off toward the third base side as much as anybody. So maybe you got to concentrate a little bit more if you're the first baseman and the second baseman when he's pitching.
Exactly. That ball was not hit that hard, so all the more reason would have enabled Mark to get to the ball. So Josh Hamilton fooled on the breaking ball, but ends up getting an infield hit.
Saltalamacchia takes a bit inside, the count 1-1. Saltalamacchia, switch hitter. Again inside. Rangers with a couple of pretty good young catchers, Saltalamacchia and Taylor Teagard. Teagard struggling offensively this year, but we've been impressed with his defense, and Teagard as well.
Saltalamacchia coming over from the Braves in the Mark Teixeira trade, and they knew he was a very good catcher, and he has proven that defensively. Another great pitch by Brett Anderson with a fastball inside. Another hitter not able to extend his arms, and that's a tremendous pitch.
So that'll bring up Elvis Andrus, having a very nice rookie season. His numbers overall 262 with 4 homers and 19 RBIs. We talked about the Rookie of the Year candidates yesterday. And the point we were making yesterday is there really isn't an offensive player that's having a standout season. Now, that's nothing against Elvis Andrus, and he very well may be a candidate. If you look at, I guess, the whole package of him being a very good defensive player and the position he plays. But we were talking about Andrew Bailey and Ricky Romero, the pitcher, and those kind of guys. So it could be a pitcher that wins the American League Rookie of the Year.
Well, Elvis Andrus has a great player to help him. And it's a guy that's twice his age, and Omar Vizquel, playing like he is 20. A great play last night against the Seattle Mariners that you very rarely see. Ichiro on first, let a fly ball drop, and forced Ichiro at second. Get the speed off the bases. Talking to Wash about that, he said, he looked out and he said, he's not going to catch it, he's not going to catch it. And all the while, he knew exactly what he was going to do. Let the ball bounce.
Hamilton takes off, and he is going to be out. So Brett Anderson Gets Josh Hamilton. It'll be a caught stealing. He was taken off.
Great move, great throw by Anderson, and even better throw by Everidge from first to second. Got the pick off. Everidge cleared the inside, and a perfect throw to Cliff Pennington for the out.
Two and two now to Elvis Andrus. Curveball, got him looking. Second strikeout for Anderson. And that will do it for the Rangers. Bottom of the third coming up. It'll be Pennington, Kennedy, and Suzuki. No score. Down around the knees, first strike. Dustin Nippert has a couple of strikeouts. A's have one hit so far. That was Kurt Suzuki in the first inning. Pennington 2 for 10 since being called up. Pennington played mostly shortstop in Sacramento. A little bit of second base.
Definitely has a shortstop's arm, so when he does move to second base, it makes the throw a lot easier because of the strength. He's put on a few pounds muscular-wise because when he first signed, a little bit thinner, but he has not slowed him down speed-wise. Good range and very strong arm. Needs to utilize his speed by just trying to get base hits. Maybe steal some bases.
And a good take. So Pennington in a good battle here with Dustin Nippert. Pennington will be followed by Kennedy and then Suzuki. High to left field. Bird racing back. He's playing shallow. He'll get there. And that's the first out. Well, Ray, you know how Cara from Diamond Vision moves around the stadium and does a lot of interviews with fans and celebrities that are in the audience. She was up in the broadcast booth and she was interviewing our own celebrity. That's Ken Korak. And I tell you, the interview went on for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
So
gotta look at the camera, Ken.
I mean, he's a big timer.
Says he has a face for radio. That's what he was saying. That I have a face for radio. So
now he's gonna get a little embarrassed, and he's gonna try not to smile. See, that's what he does when we put him on, because he knows we're teasing with him a little bit. Bird goes back again, and he grabs Kennedy's fly ball.
hey, you know, speaking of Ken Korak says winning for the community is raising much needed funds to support the high school baseball programs in the Oakland Athletic League. Ken is donating $100 for every A's win, which the A's Community Fund is matching. You can help support by logging on the community page at oaklandathletics.com for a donation of your own. So, nice gesture by Ken Korak. We hope the A's would win about 160 games.
I know.
So,
that would hurt
Ken's
Ken's pocketbook.
Yeah. Second year he's doing that, so good job.
He's a good man. We have a lot of fun with Ken. See, we tease the radio guys, they tease us, and we all get along.
All they can do is talk about us. We can actually put them on camera.
That's true.
Because Tommy Adza is the best director.
No question about it.
Larry Delores. I mean, it's a great crew down there. That's Josh.
One and two to Suzuki, who had the base hit in the first inning. Curveball outside to Kurt. 282 the batting average for Suzuki, and he's really held that batting average the whole season, right around 270, 280. Crept up a little bit above that a couple times. Very consistent season.
It has been very consistent, and Bob Guerin using him in different slots in the batting order. He's had him second and third, leading off. Of course, in the fifth, sixth spots in the batting order. But remarkably, as he did last year, as many games as he's caught, his offense has stayed as well throughout the season. And he's smart enough to know that it's going to take its toll on his body as the season progresses. So he worked hard in the offseason, continues to work very hard during the season.
Bounces that one left side where Michael Young has it, flips it across. 3 up, 3 down inning for Dustin Nippert. We're headed to the fourth inning. No score.
And here's your chance to send your personalized message
Ace Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Carl's Jr. The teriyaki $6 burger with grilled pineapple is back at Carl's Jr. Fourth inning from the Coliseum. No score. Each team with just a hit. Neither team has made an error. Top of the order for the Texas Rangers. Arias, Young, and Bird against Brett Anderson. Anderson sharp through the first 3 innings. Starts Arias off with a strike. Arias hit a fly ball to center field in the first inning.
One of the best plays for Brett Anderson was the pickoff of Josh Hamilton after he got the infield hit. And you didn't want that to be the start of a big inning. So it's good to see him pick him off and get out of the inning. So he's retired the minimum. Started back top of the batting order. See how he makes some changes in pitch selection, and that's something that, as we mentioned earlier, he has been able to adjust as the hitters adjust. The Rangers are seeing him for the 3rd time, so he's a little bit familiar to the Rangers hitters.
Fastball runs high to Arias.
Been throwing the breaking ball down and in. The right-handers got a couple of strikeouts. That time tried to go the fastball inside, just a little bit of a change. There's the slider, curveball.
Arias swings and misses, throw to first to complete the strikeout. So 1 out here in the 4th.
You know, we've talked about Brett Anderson, how hard he throws the curveball. Look how hard. There's no chance. He's throwing it just like it's going to be a fastball. Hitter sees it, even though the ball's in the dirt, scooped by Suzuki. A much slower type of a breaking ball. Hitter can adjust and might not swing at it. But we're seeing an awful lot of swing and miss on the breaking ball.
Shot to right center, and that's a base hit for Michael Young. See, that's why Michael Young's a good hitter, Ray. He sees that curveball, sees guys swing and miss, and you know what he says? I'm going to get a hit before I got to see the curveball. So he sees a first pitch.
You got a change up. It was a straight change, but to him, it was like a batting practice fastball at 84 miles per hour.
Second hit for Texas, and here's Marlon Bird. Marlon Bird has turned himself into a very good player for the Rangers. He's 3rd in the American League with 32 doubles this year. He hits one very high, left field. Hairston back, still going back near the wall, and he's got it. 2 outs.
Sounded good. Fortunately, got it up too high to carry.
Number 17.
At least he didn't throw his helmet and bat after he struck out the first time. That's what he did. But if you were just listening to the swing, thought might have a chance to carry a little bit farther, but it did get up. And usually, if it gets up high, it's knocked down by the elements.
Two outs. Here's Nelson Cruz. Swing and a miss. Cruz, see with that open stance, but right before the pitch comes, he closes it up.
Did a great job in the home run hitting contest at St. Louis for the American League. I understand he has participated in quite a few home run hitting contests, the minor leagues and winter ball. He looked like it when he was swinging.
An all-star for the first time this year. He was named as a late replacement in the American League. Did not play in the game, but as Ray said, put on a pretty good show in that home run hitting contest. It's this one high, shallow left, Pennington out. And he's got it, side retired. So a runner left for the Texas Rangers. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It'll be Hairston, Cust, and Sweeney. Chronicle Live, hosted by Greg Papa, Joe Staley from the 49ers, and Ray Ratto from the San Francisco Chronicle will be both the guests for Greg Papa. That's time at 11 o'clock, Chronicle Live on CSN Bay Area. Scott Hairston steps in, and the first pitch from Dustin Nippert is high with a breaking pitch. A light schedule in the American League. In fact, just 3 games, including this game right here at the Coliseum. Detroit Tigers beat the Baltimore Orioles 6-5 tonight. So the Tigers extend their lead to 2 over Chicago in the AL Central, and to 3.5 over Minnesota. Those 2 teams play tonight. Saltalamacchia coming over, and he's going to just run. Miguel Cabrera hit a home run. 3 RBIs for Detroit. I was surprised in reading about the Tigers the other day that Cabrera's really been struggling the last month and a half. It's hard to imagine him struggling, but that has been the case.
That's what his manager said. Same thing. That just look at his numbers where they were last year compared to where they are now.
And he was off when we saw him. He was having a very good year. It was a fair amount of time ago. Tampa Bay 10, the Royals 4. That's a final. A couple of home runs for Willie Ibar. And Asmir over Greinke.
Greinke, exactly. So the A's, this being Monday, the A's will be in Kansas City Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that means Mr. Greinke probably will be pitching either Saturday or Sunday, depending. I don't know if they have an off day. Let's see, Thursday. The A's don't. They're in the midst of 28 consecutive days of playing baseball. But either way, they're going to get him on the weekend.
Yeah, they do not have an off days. So Greinke, with the loss, is now 10-7 on the year.
So that'd be Anderson and Greinke Saturday at Kauffman Stadium.
It's a good matchup. Not just any regular Kauffman Stadium.
That's right.
The new Kauffman Stadium. And I'm kind of excited about seeing.
All-Star game there in 2012.
Is that for sure?
I think I heard 2012.
Hamilton underneath it, so that's the first out. And just seeing the highlights of Royals games on TV, it really looks a lot different. I guess most of the work was done out in the outfield, but even back behind home plate, I don't know if the press box got changed any. But
well, it's about a $250 million renovation, or at least improvements. They didn't need to find a new location. They already had a great one.
But those are the only 2 games in the American League outside of this one.
Okay, if the drink carrier is going to be looking forward to the A's cap giveaway by Wells Fargo.
He needs a new one? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, check this out. You got the dome there with the A's on the side. So if he gets the now we're looking there.
ZZ Top there, huh? Quick 0-2 to Jack Cust, who struck out swinging in the first inning. Way high. Now 2-2 to Cuss. Nippert frustrated. Ryan Sweeney waiting in the on-deck circle. Nippert has retired 9 in a row since the Scott Hairston walk. That was back in the first inning, so he has settled in. foul tip. So that is the third strikeout for Nippert.
Well, that young man we just showed to the cap, he can listen to this one because the A's will take on Jermaine Dye, JD, and the Chicago White Sox Saturday, August the 15th. And if that young man comes out, he's one of the 10,000 that comes out, watches the 105 start. 10,000 fans will get a limited edition Oakland A's baseball hat. It's brought to you by Wells Fargo. Get tickets online, oaklandathletics.com, or call 877-493-BALL, and we hope that young man gets a better lid than that. I mean, just think if he ever wants to bring some drinks back to his friends.
Yeah.
He's already, there's no chance.
Yeah, I don't know. It's creative, but it really is not a good look.
No. And plus, he couldn't even put the A's in color. He just did black Sharpie.
You know, like you know what, though? I mean, maybe it's keeping the sun out of his eyes.
Or the lights.
Exactly. Ryan Sweeney hit a fly ball to right field his first at bat. Sweeney hitting in that fifth spot. Fastball just a bit inside, and that's a walk. Well, that breaks the stretch of 9 consecutive A's hitters retired.
On the inside, just off the plate, Tommy Cam showing that pitch too close to the line. A couple of umpires, that's a strike, but it's because their plate is about 21 inches instead of 17 inches wide.
So Tommy Everett steps in. May not be a bad time to try to steal a base here. 2 outs.
Might as well.
Had 4 steals this year. He's been thrown out 5 times. We know he does have the capability. We saw it last year. Got a decent lead. Not going, and the pitch is off the plate. 1-0.
Defense shading Everett more to right center as center fielder Josh Hamilton in right center. Huge gap in left center. Way over there. So if he could get out front and pull it, then Sweeney wouldn't have to try to steal. He could score easily. But they're also pitching him away. And ideally, you're going to pitch to the defense, which means away.
Look at Marlon Byrd, the left fielder. Where normal left fielders play, he's probably 7-8 steps to the left of that.
They do not have a lot to go on with Tommy Everett as he just joined the club last week when the A's were in Boston. But what they do have, he has shown, press the ball off Papelbon. Nobody's going to catch it. That definitely been a home run here. 37-foot ball knocked it down to Fenway.
That one right back to Nippert, who knocks it down, picks it up, flips the first side, retired. 2-out walk to Sweeney, but nothing else for the Athletics. 5th inning coming up. It'll be Blaylock, Jones, and Hamilton. Top of the 5th, no score. Got a pitcher's duel. Anderson and Nippert. Just 3 hits total in the game. So Anderson to work on Hank Blaylock, Andrew Jones, and Josh Hamilton. First pitch swinging. Hank Blaylock is going to roll one into center field for a base hit. So Blaylock aboard, and it's time now for our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question, where you can log on to csncalifornia.com and post your question. Eric from El Cerrito says, Glenn and Ray, do you think we will ever see Ricky Henderson back in an A's uniform as a coach, or maybe even a front office employee? Ray?
No.
I don't think so. Maybe as a coach, maybe not
not full time.
Coach
not full time.
No.
You know, players, it takes quite a commitment to be a coach.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're talking about 12 hours a day at the park to travel. I mean, basically from day one of spring training, and that's early camp, till the end of the season. You hope it's postseason. So you're looking at probably 8 months of 10 to 12-hour days. And I don't know. I mean, you have to have dedication as a coach and want to be a teacher to be able to have that kind of a schedule. And you know, Ricky's in the Hall of Fame. I think there's a lot that's going to keep him busy. And I think he could be very helpful as a not necessarily a coach, but kind of a base stealer.
Yeah.
You know, teach base running, base stealing. But I think it'd be great in spring training. I think it'd be great during the season, maybe to the minor league camps, and even the big leagues, to teach base running and base stealing. And there are 2 different parts of the game. And as he was talking to us on Saturday, which we were fortunate to have him up for an inning and a half, and he was talking about how the stopwatch and how that's affected base stealers.
Which I found to be incredibly interesting. I never really thought about. I mean, you're thinking, well, the stopwatch, well, it must be helping guys, right? And his point, I thought, was very legitimate. That was a fun night Saturday night.
It took him more time to walk from center field to second base than in stealing probably 100 bases.
There's a shot to right field. That's a base hit. Blaylock is going to be held. The ball was hit too hard, so the bases are loaded. Nobody out for the Rangers here in the 5th inning.
Oh, and 2, the first at bat for Hamilton before he hit the slow ball that
Number 21.
reached first base. This first pitch fastball and got the hands in and got the good part of the bat on the ball. Very quick stroke. So now some work for Brett Anderson.
And the hitter is Saltalamacchia, a switch hitter. Fouled out to the first baseman that was in the 3rd inning. So Anderson in trouble. He's going to have to make some quality pitches to keep the Rangers off the board, or, as we've talked a lot about lately, minimize the damage.
Well, the A's would give up a run for a ground ball to get 2, but a strikeout first would be even better.
Could go 2 to Saltalamacchia.
He's got a couple of chances now to throw that hard breaking ball down and in and try to get a swing and miss and keep Saltalamacchia from putting the ball in play. It's a time to go right after him, too. Not even waste a pitch.
He leads the Rangers in strikeouts. It's this one. Slowly to short to Ellis. So that's a double play. Run comes in to score. And Anderson gets a couple of outs. The Rangers get a 1-0 lead.
Well, this time of the game, you'll take the 2 outs and hope the offense is going to come back and score some runs, but that was tailor-made. So 3 very good pitches to Saltalamacchia to get the 6-4-3 double play. Pennington with a nice feed to Mark Ellis. You get it to him, he's going to turn to. Everidge and Kennedy on the corners playing in shallow, even more so for Everidge at first because of a possible bunt by Elvis Andrus.
Anders struck out looking in the third inning. No RBI for Saltalamacchia on the double play. So Blaylock is the runner that scores to give Texas the 1-0 lead. Breaking pitch, but it stays just a bit inside. Anders with 4 home runs and 19 runs batted in.
That throw him the good one that he swung at last time, which was down a little bit, but I think Brett Anderson has to be concerned about throwing the breaking ball too hard and maybe bouncing it. Suzuki does a good job of blocking balls in the dirt. Of course, with the runner at third, there's always the concern about it bouncing too much.
Count stays 2-2. Elvis Anders will not turn 21 until later this month. 20 years old. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Right back to that good breaking pitch, and he strikes out Anders for the second time. A run for the Rangers. They lead 1-0.
When you smile, when you smile.
Oh, fans get excited when they come to the ballpark.
There's sugar there, maybe, huh?
Cotton candy.
Yeah. First pitch to Margellis. Big overhand curve drops in first strike. That was popped out to the shortstop. That was in the second inning. He's behind 0-2. Nippert has thrown 77 pitches through 4 innings, so that's a pretty high pitch count. Off the mound, Nippert waits for it to come down, then flips to first just in time to get Ellis. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. He's had just 1 hit. That was back in the first inning. Kurt Suzuki.
Patterson.
So Eric Patterson will hit. First pitch to Patterson outside. Patterson struck out swinging on a high fastball in the second inning.
Anytime you have the speed that Patterson possesses, and just try to get on base, especially a low-scoring game. I guess KCA's was just one hit. That was Suzuki back in the first inning. Trying to get some offense going, and even if it takes speed to do it. It's a good changeup that he'll throw anytime.
Eric Patterson, we have seen his speed, and he's as fast as maybe Rajai Davis. One thing seventh game he started, eighth game, he has not tried to bunt one time.
I agree.
And he needs to try to bunt.
Yeah. And of course he had the corners in front of the bag, but still it doesn't mean anything. You put the ball down.
With his speed, you could bunt even with the guys in. But we have seen him take very big swings.
Kind of a long swing too, so he's got to try to shorten it up, and what has happened is hit home runs in the minor leagues. He's had some good power numbers, but still you try to utilize the speed that you have, and he definitely can fly.
Fastball there, right in on the hands, foul back.
Rajai Davis, a 3-2 curveball. That was in the 11th inning. We could go tomorrow on that one. The A's were down 7-4 in the 9th inning, came back to tie it and won it 9-8. It's the Rajai Davis who tied the game and also put the A's ahead. A very hot month, and especially last week for Rajai Davis. Started the games over the weekend against the Blue Jays. Continued to swing the bat well. Tonight he's an observer. Last 42 games, .330 batting average.
Not bad.
Yep.
Swing and a miss by Patterson.
Ball 4.
Second time Patterson has struck out, both swinging tonight. That's 4 strikeouts now for Dustin Nippert.
Took something off the pitch, a changeup, and there's your patience. That ball clearly out of the strike zone, and been a nice walk with one out.
First pitch to Pennington, swing and a miss. Pennington in a fly ball to left field in the third.
Talked about it, the changeup at Nippert, and he is showing it tonight. Some very good changeups. And the 3-2 to Patterson. Likes to throw it to lefties.
Pennington tried to get aboard and hand it over to the top of the order. Swings and misses again. 2-2. Out of the strike zone, Pennington swings and misses. So a couple of strikeouts here in the 5th inning for Dustin Nippert, and the A's do not score.
You just gave it to me, corner office.
Saturday, August the 15th, the A's will host the White Sox 105, and after the game, fans are invited to meet the All-Star, Andrew Bailey. He'll be at Massey's Billiards Bar and Grill, 2721 North Main Street in Walnut Creek. Andrew will sign autographs, take pictures with fans 1 hour following the game, Saturday, August 15th, after the A's White Sox game. Meet Andrew Bailey at Massey's Billiards Bar and Grill in Walnut Creek.
Joaquin Arias drives one, center field, left center field, and Patterson gets back there and he takes care of it. 1 pitch, 1 out. Arias flies out.
Those of you who will get to go to see Andrew Bailey, they'll get to meet a very personal young man.
Nice guy. Yep.
He is an all-star, and a good chance he's going to be an all-star a few times. Excellent pitcher. He's want to try to get to him tonight, maybe, as he is the closer. Got to get a lead, take it to the 9th inning.
What I like about Andrew Bailey, and I don't really know him that well personally, but he always has the look like he's really excited to be in the
Absolutely. And he does not mind. See, that's a big old goodie bag that he fills up. He's got a brand new one, he said. Maybe that was following the All-Star appearance. So he fills that with all kinds of goodies.
And it doesn't matter how good you are, right?
No, he's a rookie. He's an all-star. He has the least amount of time as a reliever, so it's his job to fill the goodie bag in case the guys need some nourishment throughout the game, sometime during the game. But there's not a lot of goodies in the clubhouse anymore because of nutrition. We'll probably get more up here than the guys in the clubhouse do.
3-1 pitch.
Wow,
looked
that?
like a strike. And Mark Carlson's hearing it from the A's dugout. A hitting machine, indeed, Michael Young. Only guy with 4 hits since 2003.
Marlon Byrd.
5 pretty good names there, starting with Ichiro. Albert Pujols included, with Derek Jeter, Miguel Tejada.
Michael Young this year, 132 hits in 101 games. He's got a chance to get to 200 again. If he keeps hitting like he has in the second half, he will get there. He's been red hot. Marlon Byrd 0 for 2 hitting out of that 3rd spot in the Rangers lineup. There's a strike. Well, we mentioned at the top of the show, Ray, some of the transactions that the Rangers have made. Said they called up a young man by the name of Neftali Feliz, who is their prize prospect down in the minor leagues. And he is warming up in the bullpen. Supposed to be a very, very hard thrower. And they said, we are not trading him no matter how much we're going to get back.
Well, Dippert, of course, not an everyday or every 5th day starter, so his pitch count, I'm sure, is a concern, as it's gotten up very quickly. Lost something. Can't find it with all the sunflower seeds, the shells on the floor.
Swing and a miss, and there's the slider again, and Byrd for the 2nd time swings and misses. And a great shot for a pitcher. The batter shaking his head as he walks back to the dugout.
But it just looks so good as it approaches the plate, and a little stutter step stride by Byrd, swung over the pitch as he did in the 1st inning. Once again, the key is to throw it hard, not give a hitter a chance to adjust, and not swing at a pitch that's out of the strike zone.
Nelson Cruz goes after the first pitch and fouls it the other way. A couple of walks and 5 strikeouts so far for Brett Anderson, and this will be pitch number 75. 4 of those 5 strikeouts have been swinging. Cruz, a foul out to first and a pop out to short. Blaylock, the left-handed hitter, is in the on-deck circle.
It's a big pitch here. Does not want to groove a fastball because Cruz definitely has the power. He has hit 25 home runs this year.
Just off the plate, 3-1.
Well, Tommy Cam, we'll see. Just barely off the plate.
Good breaking pitch on 3-1. Cruz has a couple of home runs against the A's this year in the 8 games that have been played.
Sitting fastball, started to swing, did not. 3-1, will he throw it 3-2?
Young goes, and he did throw the breaking pitch, and it's a strike. So Nelson Cruz strikes out. 6 strikeouts now for Brett Anderson. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Rangers 1 and the A's nothing.
Okay, fans, it's time for the drumstick tap paper. 7-year-old Brendan from
Sometimes we talk about a home plate umpire and a check swing making the call. Mark Carlson has this hard breaking ball, but Mark Carlson calls the strike. And then Cruz points to first to Tim Cheetah. And what does Tim Cheetah do? Yeah, it's Tim Cheetah bobblehead night.
That's right. You just touch his bill with his cap.
And there's a little pump with a fist. That's a great shot, guys. That was perfect. But Cruz thought, oh, get help. But once the home plate umpire makes the call, it doesn't matter because you can ask all you want, but you'll get no answer. But in that case, Tim Cheetah gave it to him.
Major League debut for this young man, Neftali Feliz. He is 21 years old, 6'3", 190 pounds. And his first major league pitch is a fastball for a strike. Stadium clock said 99 miles an hour. Mike Maddox probably looks at this kid and says, he's going to make me a good pitching coach. Well, we've been reading about this young man for 3-4 years now. Rangers think he's going to be a star. Whether it's a starter or a reliever, they are not sure. Neftali Feliz. There are 2 major pitching prospects, this young man and Derek Holland, now both in the big leagues. Holland, of course, will start tomorrow night. He's a left-hander. Fastball high. Kennedy, a ground out to first and a fly ball to left. 0-2 pitch. Saltalamacchia racing back and is going to just run out of room. He was part of the Mark Teixeira trade. So originally, Feliz and Atlanta Brave. That's a pretty good haul. Andrus, your shortstop. Saltalamacchia, your catcher. Matt Harrison, who's on the disabled list, but left-handed starter. And this young man. A swing and a miss, and he strikes out Adam Kennedy. And that's first major league hitter he faces, and he gets a strikeout.
Two-seamer, a little bit of a way at 91 miles per hour, not over the top in a 97 plus. And just trying to make contact. The ball kept running away from him a little bit too much.
Suzuki fouls it off the catcher, Saltalamacchia. Suzuki has the only hit tonight for the Athletics. That was a single in the first inning. Ow. It's got to hurt a little bit.
Well, at least there's protection now with the extension of the chest protector on the right shoulder.
High foul fly. Everybody's chasing it, and nobody's going to get it as it takes the big bounce into the seats.
Everybody might have been chasing it, but most of the people looking at the scoreboard clock showing triple digit, 100.
Well, even if the clock is, well, the speed gun is a little hot here at the Coliseum. If you hit 100, that means you're probably hitting 97, and that's not too shabby.
It's an easy 97, 98. That's why a closer roll is probably not a bad idea for him. I mean, to throw in that hard. Ron Washington and another former Oakland Athletics, a manager, Jackie Moore, sitting next to him, bench coach for the Rangers.
Breaking pitch spins inside, 1-2. Must have hit against Jackie Moore, huh?
It's the other Jack. No, this is manager.
The manager.
Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown, that's right. Yeah. That's right, Jackie Brown.
I actually caught it. In Cleveland.
Big curveball, right, Jackie Brown? So, impressive so far is Neftali Feliz with a couple of strikeouts.
It's a little bit down, but hard.
Scott Hairston.
So here's Scott Hairston. So how about Ron Washington says, young man, you're going to make your major league debut in a 1-0 game. You don't always see that.
Seems like it's really affecting him.
He's really nervous.
Yeah.
First pitch to Scott Hairston is outside. Hairston a walk in the first, a fly ball to center field in the fourth. Runs outside. Well, the ball does come out of his hand nice and easy. Hairston got the 2-0 fastball. I'm sure he was looking for, and he fouled it back. Jack Cust would be next if Hairston can get aboard. High fastball swings through 2-2. swing and a miss. He struck him out 100 miles per hour. So Neftali Feliz, his first inning in the big leagues, he strikes out the side. Tommy Everidge's nickname should be. We like Tommy Time, and we've been using it. Tommy Boy, very underrated movie. Above Average, Mount Average, or T-Mobile. Now we got to stick with Tommy Time. Hank Blaylock leading things off. Blaylock, Jones, Hamilton. So a couple of left-handed hitters to face Brett Anderson. Anderson has 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and that was pitch number 82 in the game. Got him swinging. 3rd consecutive strikeout for Anderson.
He scattered 4 hits. His offense just 1 hit. One of the better breaking balls, especially to Blaylock, who singled on the first pitch in his last at bat to start the inning, in which the Rangers scored their only run, the only run in the game.
Eddie Guardado starts to loosen up. Andrew Jones goes around. The Rangers are winning this game 1-0, but we've seen their hitters show a fair amount of frustration. And that tells you the stuff that Brett Anderson has tonight, and he's quickly ahead 0-2 to Andrew Jones. Jones a ground out to 3rd in the 2nd inning, and he walked in the 5th. And there's that slider down and in to the right-handed hitter.
And Andrew Jones, that time, strong arms, able to stop his swing.
Kevin Millwood was supposed to start tonight, but he's a little bit banged up, so Nippert took his place. So we will not see Kevin Millwood in this series. Millwood having a good year.
138 innings pitched. I think he needs 180 to kick in his option year for next year.
Should get to that.
Well, he was on pace to probably do it by the All-Star break, it seemed, but he's backed off a little bit because of injuries.
Very high, shallow right center. It's going to be Ryan Sweeney who takes care of it. So that's 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Josh Hamilton.
Number 32, Josh Hamilton.
The trade last year that brought Hamilton to the Rangers for Edison Volquez to the Cincinnati Reds, and reported today that he's going to have Tommy John surgery.
12 months he's going to be out.
So a trade that was very good for both clubs. And of course, Hamilton missing the 4-3 games that we showed earlier. But not to the point of Volquez, who will have to miss a season, at least 12 months, because of the Tommy John surgery.
Well, the thing with that too, Ray, is we've seen it with Francisco Liriano. Not only the 12 months when you're healthy and you can pitch again, but Liriano does not look anywhere near the pitcher he was before the surgery, before the injury. Maybe guys lose a little velocity, or it maybe takes you a couple years to come all the way back.
Basically having to learn to pitch all over again.
Just a bit off the plate, so it's a 2-out walk to Josh Hamilton. Hamilton has a single and 2 walks tonight.
Number 21.
So now to be Saltalamacchia.
Saltalamacchia.
Saltalamacchia, a pop out and grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. That was with the bases loaded. A run came in to score. And that's the only run in the ball game. Now Kurt Young's going to jog out as we're going to get some action out in the A's bullpen.
Get that magical number.
Michael Wirtz, who got a little break in the Toronto series, starts to loosen up. So Kurt Young goes back to the dugout. Anderson now will square off against Saltalamacchia. Fly ball. Deep left, but room for Hairston. He's got it, and that will do it. 7th inning stretch coming up from the Coliseum. It's the Rangers 1 and the A's nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the home half of the 7th. It's time to stretch and sing. Take me out to the ball game.
Rapid rewind. Pitchers duel. Brett Anderson has been very good. 7 strikeouts through 7 innings and has allowed just 3 hits. That's the good news. The bad news is he's trailing 1-0. So he needs his offense to get something rolling. Dustin Nippert started for the Texas Rangers. He went 5 innings. Tali Feliz pitched the 6th, and he's back out there to pitch the 7th. The only run in the game scored on a double play with the bases loaded. So bottom of the 7th inning from the Coliseum. 1-4-0 for Texas, 0-1-0 for the Athletics. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. Tali Feliz back out there for the bottom of the 7th. Pitch down around the shoot ties. Called a strike.
Mark Carlson's been a little bit erratic with the strike zone tonight. Especially that when you see Jack Cuss, instead of 1-0, it's 0-1. Puts him in a hole immediately.
And this is probably not a great guy to be in the hole against. No. Feliz struck out Kennedy, Suzuki, and Hairston in the bottom of the 6th inning, all swinging. Fastball runs way high. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Straight heater from Feliz.
Right fielder.
Just challenged him and make it look very easy, but when you throw that hard, no reason not to challenge.
So Jack Cust has struck out 3 times tonight. Here's Ryan Sweeney. Just a bit high with the fastball. Now, Feliz down in the minor leagues at AAA Oklahoma City started this season as a starter and made 13 starts, and then was moved to the bullpen at the end of June. And I'm sure the Rangers, that may have been planned that way. Who knows? Figured the quickest route for him to get to the big leagues would be out of the bullpen this year at least.
They also get concerned about the number of innings, so they do whatever they can to kind of slow down the process a little bit.
Very close pitch to even the count at 2-2.
Tough pitch to take, a little bit off the plate, fortunately.
Sweeney hanging in there, fouls it down the left field line. Sweeney, a fly ball and a walk so far tonight. That one bounced right side. Arias, pretty good range, takes care of Sweeney. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
First baseman, number 21, Tommy.
So 9 consecutive A's hitters have been retired, and see if Tommy Everidge can break that stretch. Everidge 0 for 2. Fly ball to right and a bouncer back to the pitcher for Everidge. Outside corner, a strike.
Does have a little movement on the fastball, but most of them 4-seam, just rear back and throw hard. Movement to the leadoff hitter against him. There's a slider, but the 2-seam right through to Kennedy, away from him. Just kind of served up a slider. Buckling the knees by Everidge.
1-2 pitch is popped up, foul territory. Blaylock and Arias, and it's Blaylock backpedaling. He makes the catch. Side retired. 8th inning coming up. Still 1-0 Rangers.
Hi fans, just a reminder to purchase your tickets for this Thursday's Mug Root Beer Float Day. 10:30 to 12:30, A's.
He has 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. Faces Elvis Andrus. Curve for strike. Andrus has struck out twice tonight. That one into left field for a base hit. Hit number 4 in the game for the Texas Rangers.
Number 3.
Not surprised that Ron Washington has a spot on his face after watching that young man's 2 innings of work. 4 strikeouts. And again, just 21 years old.
That was a trade. You can get that number of pitchers and players. And
well, you know what? It's probably what you should get if you trade a Mark Teixeira type player. The bunt attempt. Quick throw to first. Another throw as Andrus gets back. Probably a good idea to keep a close eye on Andrus. He's 20 for 22 in steal attempts this year. Bunted out front. Suzuki picks it up. He'll get the out at first. Heads up, Cliff Pennington races over to third to make sure the A's have somebody there. So that sacrifice is complete.
Number 10, Michael Young.
So now you got the tough Michael Young. Young fouled out in the first inning, singled in the 4th, walked in the 6th. Michael Young's hit in the 4th inning extended his hitting streak to 10 games. Nice play by Kurt Suzuki. In those 10 games, he's 18 for 36. Overall in the year, 5th in the American League in hitting.
Well, this is such a tough guy in this situation to try to get out because he can use the whole field. And almost the point you try to make him hit your pitch, which is what Brett Anderson did with that good slider of the hard one down and in. Very tough hitter to strike out. But if anybody can do it, Brett Anderson can with his hard breaking pitch.
After Young, it'll be Marlon Byrd. Young takes that one just a bit high, 2-1. Outfielders playing shallow. They want to have a shot at the speedy Andrus at the plate if there's a base hit to the outfield. Good breaking pitch, 2-2.
Oh, I thought he'd be looking for that one. Excellent breaking ball and froze him. And again, after the fastball missed up and then, thought Michael Young would be looking for the breaking ball and maybe surprised it was so good, so much in the middle of the plate.
Got him swing. Right back to the breaking ball.
That is a great sequence of pitches. To get that type of a hitter and just threw the real hard one after he froze him with a breaking ball. And Michael Young swinging through. That was a great pitch against an excellent hitter.
2 outs, 1 more to get. That's Marlon Byrd.
He's got him twice for the breaking pitch. And a 1-0 fastball, they flew very deep to left field. Very high, more than deep.
First pitch low. So with his 8 strikeouts so far tonight, Brett Anderson now has 93. That is the most in the major leagues by a rookie pitcher. It's Frank Francisco just off the disabled list for Texas. Hit hard center field past Pennington. Andrus coming to the plate. He will make it. And the ball tips off the glove of the cutoff man Everidge, but Anderson is there to back it up. So Marlon Byrd comes through with a big 2-out RBI hit. And that gives the Rangers a 2-0 lead.
Well, he left the breaking ball a little bit too much. He did not get Byrd to take it as Michael Young did, and that's the last pitch. And too bad, because that one stayed right in the middle of the plate, and it was headed, but it just hit the edge of the grass and kicked towards center field. It was going right to Pennington, but very deserving ovation for Brett Anderson.
A strong performance tonight by Anderson. He leaves after 7 2/3 innings. Pitching change at the Coliseum. We'll be back. Wirtz will try to keep it a 2-run game. Nelson Cruz is the hitter. Bird at first. Fastball is a strike. 0 for 3 tonight for Cruz. Just 5 hits in the game for the Texas Rangers. The A's have just 1. Marlon Byrd takes off. Pitch called a strike, and that's going to be a stolen base for Marlon Byrd. So Byrd swipes his 5th bag of the year.
And the high leg kick by Michael Wirtz. Not much of a chance for Kurt Suzuki. So now Wirtz will just have to strike out. Right-hander Cruz be able to get out of the inning.
You know what, though? I like what Cruz did, right? It looked to me like he had a really good idea that Byrd was going to try to steal a bag. And he took an 0-1 fastball.
Right.
And I say that because I would think if you're Cruz, you'd want to hit with a guy at second base.
Yeah, that's the whole idea, to get him in the scoring position, especially with that kind of a jump. He also has to face Michael Wirtz's slider.
Well, that's true.
And he's going to see a few of them until he can get with first base open. He may just stay with it. It was the pitch, and low fastball. It hit the strike zone, unfortunately. As Ricky Henderson said, 85% of the stolen bases are on the pitchers, and there's part of the 85.
No question. Can't argue with the all-time stolen base king. Got him swinging. Good slider by Wirtz, as usual. So Rangers get an insurance run. They lead 2-0 headed to the bottom of the 8th. A very quiet night for the A's offensively, but they still have a couple more shots at the Rangers as they go to their 3rd pitcher tonight. It's Frank Francisco. Francisco just off the disabled list yesterday, but he is the Rangers' closer, and he was having a very good year before going on the disabled list. Good, he's back healthy. Ellis, Patterson, and Pennington, 3 scheduled hitters for the A's. 0-2 now to Ellis. Rangers bullpen. Best in the majors since June 26. Look at the opponent's average, 196. C.J. Wilson, the left-hander, has picked up the slack. Dirt was blocked by Salton. Milwaukee had even the count at 2-2.
Francisco with 3 saves, but he also has a loss. Remember the home run he gave up to Adam Kennedy. First run he'd given up in 17 appearances. That was on the 31st of May. Pitching very well.
That's right. That Kennedy home run ended up being the game winner. The A's that Sunday afternoon.
It's a second in the game for Adam Kennedy. Had a big game. Francisco has been good though.
The pop-up foul territory. Blaylock racing over, and he's not going to quite be able to get it. Batting average for Mark Ellis now at 237 with his 0 for 2 tonight. Garcia Park grabs a helmet. We could see him here in the 8th inning. Missed just a bit low.
That's a hard pitch today considering the strike zone tonight.
Foul ball again by Ellis. Another foul ball as Ellis got on top of that high fastball and lined it foul. 10 consecutive A's hitters have been retired. Another foul. So good battle by Mark Ellis.
Well, he's getting a steady diet of fastballs. Keeps fouling them off. See Francisco, who does throw a splitter and a curveball. When you throw a mid-90s fastball, you figure to stay with it.
11th pitch of the at-bat. And it's bounced. Young, long throw in time, and that's another out.
Throw him a split.
A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey. Please drink responsibly.
Eric Patterson.
So Eric Patterson step in. Patterson has struck out twice tonight. The A's have one hit in the ball game, and that was with one out in the first inning. Outside corner strike.
Yeah, with Feliz coming out of the bullpen and Francisco, he had some power arms in the bullpen back in, and of course, Nipper tonight going just 5 innings because of a spot start. So his arm strength not built up, plus the number of pitches, 91 that he threw in just 5 innings. But This kind of relief coming in.
Patterson again goes after that high fastball, and a fan made an outstanding play. Just reached up and grabbed it with the glove.
Tip of the cap.
That was an awesome play.
It's a Michigan cap, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You might understand if it's have an ovation, a standing O, a curtain call.
I'm telling you, man, he reached up right at the last minute. Another 1-2. Curveball this time, and Patterson was able to just get a piece of it. Get your glove up. Son is proud. Cliff Pennington will be next. Patterson trying to get a board, and somehow the A's get the tying run to the plate. Foul ball. So the A's are making Francisco work. No question about that. They just need to get some base running. That is C.J. Wilson. We will see if he's the guy in the ninth inning.
That's the way it's been working. He has 13. Francisco with 15 saves.
So 2-2 now to Eric Patterson. Laying off the breaking pitch from Francisco. Bounced behind the bag at second. It's Arias who throws quickly just in time. We talked about that Eric Patterson speed, and boy, he showed it there.
And that's the reason he should put the ball on the ground, because this was just a routine ground ball. And Arias, had he taken another split second, he'd have been safe. That's how close it was.
Cliff Pennington, his third at bat. Pennington, a bunt attempt, not a bad idea. Strikeout and a flyout tonight for Pennington. Good. Curveball drops in for a strike from Francisco. So he's ahead in the count 0-2.
It's a good 12-6 curveball.
This time Pennington gets a fastball and fouls it back. Dotto was up a couple innings ago. Darren O'Day is the sidewinding right-hander. 0-2. Another foul ball. Pennington can get aboard back to the top of the order, and Adam Kennedy.
Maybe Kennedy could duplicate what he did on May 31st.
Right. Francisco's ready. 1-2 to Cliff Pennington. Off the end of the bat, and that'll drop to the left center field for a base hit.
Taking a long time, 7 innings to get to second hit. Off speed, maybe a splitter that didn't split.
Now running, third baseman, number 29, Adam Kennedy.
So here's Kennedy. A quick meeting at the mound. This is what happened in Texas. We mentioned that home run Kennedy hit off Francisco.
It was in the 9th inning, and it was gone in a heartbeat very quickly into the second deck. Second of the games we mentioned, it was a game winner.
Ron Washington's got the slow walk going.
He remembers it too.
He has not made a call to the bullpen yet. Home plate umpire Mark Carlson's coming out. He's going to find out exactly what Ron Washington wants to do, and he's going to go to the bullpen. So Adam Kennedy is going to face Eddie Guardado here in the bottom of the 8th. He is out of the game, and Eddie Guardado comes in to face Adam Kennedy. So the A's with a base runner here in the bottom of the 8th at the tying run to the plate. 39th appearance for Stockton native Eddie Guardado. 38 years old. And still a pretty decent reliever. Remember, he was with Texas last year, but then was traded in August to Minnesota. And he liked Texas so much at the end of the year, he signed back with
Minnesota, of course, his original team, where he was a starter as well as everyday Eddie, a closer.
He's fallen behind 3-0 to Kennedy with Kurt Suzuki in the on-deck circle. Pitch inside, a 4-pitch walk. And don't be surprised if Ron Washington goes right back to the bullpen again. He's got Darren O'Day, a sidewinding right-hander, warming up. So a 2-out rally for the Athletics. And here comes the skipper, Ron Washington.
Well, Eddie knows as long as he's been around, his job was to get the one guy, otherwise he's coming out, and that's probably what is going to happen. Yeah.
So Darren O'Day coming in to face Suzuki. We'll be back with that matchup in just a minute. broadcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Full baseball recaps, full reports from the NFL training camps. Raiders, 49ers. Jamie Siren and Matt Morrison at the desk. 10:30, Sportsnet Central. Darren O'Day comes in to face Kurt Suzuki. A very good year for Darren O'Day. 1.80 ERA.
Well, it's the different look with the Submariner. And the fastball slider change up, but down under, tops out, upper 80s. Doesn't really throw hard, but the deception from right there. The slider. No doubles for Michael Young of the Rangers as he is playing third base. So a huge hole between third and short. They don't want to give up the double down the line that might score 2. Not a bad idea by Kurt Suzuki at slider first pitch, just to take a look at the delivery from the right-hander.
Suzuki 1 for 3 in the ballgame. He had a single in the first inning. Driven to right center. But Josh Hamilton is over, and he's got it. A's strand a pair in the bottom of the 8th. We're headed to the 9th from the Coliseum. 2-0 Texas. The Rangers over the A's. Michael Wirtz, who got the final out in the 8th inning, a strikeout of Nelson Cruz. Back out there for the 9th, he faces Hank Blaylock, Andrew Jones, and Josh Hamilton. Strike to Blaylock. Blaylock is 1 for 3. Singleton scored in the 5th. He scored on the double play. The bat of Gerald Saltalamacchia. We'll have game 2 of the series for you tomorrow night, same time.
And it will also be in high definition, so hurry out and get the box if you don't have it. Get ready for it.
1 out here in the 9th inning.
Mug Root Beer Float Day. It is presented by Pepsi's, coming up on Thursday, August the 6th. That's this Thursday, the final game of the series against the Rangers, as it will be a 12:35 start. Celebrities and athletes will be serving floats made with Dreyer's brand ice cream, beginning at 10:30 a.m. in the East Side Club. Very crowded. Get out there early and get in line. Floats are just $2, so you can get autographs and photos for tipping extra, with proceeds going to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Ricky Henderson, the Hall of Famer, will also be signing photographs for a fee, a donation, that is. Proceeds going to the AIDS Community Fund. Get tickets, oaklandathletics.com.
We'll be there.
We've already had one tonight, so we know they're good.
Yeah, they are good. They are good. So that is a day game on Thursday. Radio only. Base hit up the middle by Andrew Jones. Jones's first hit tonight and the 7th hit for the Rangers. So the pitching matchups for the rest of the series. Tomorrow night, Gio Gonzalez, Derek Holland. A couple of good young left-handers. On Wednesday, Dallas Braden and Vicente Padilla. Both those games will be televised, 7 o'clock with the 6:30 A's pregame live. And then Trevor Cahill and Tommy Hunter on Thursday. And again, that's radio only at 12:35. Swing and a miss by Josh Hamilton. So a couple more TV games for you, and then the A's will hit the road. It's going to be a 3-game series in Kansas City and a 3-game series in Baltimore. That's the next road trip for the Athletics. So the A's will be back home the 14th to host the White Sox. Oh-1 to Josh Hamilton. Swing and miss on the slider. 0-2. A couple of singles and a walk. So a good night for Josh Hamilton. Think about the Rangers, and obviously they're having a nice season and they're in the playoff hunt. And they're really not getting a lot out of Josh Hamilton. Boy, if he had a strong final 2 months of the season, which obviously he's very capable of having, what a boost that would be for the Rangers.
Ron Washington seems to think it's been about timing, and of course missing as many games as he has missed this year. Because the timing is coming back, and if that's the case, then hoping for the final 2 months to be very strong for Josh Hamilton. Hard to live up to what he did last year.
Serious MVP candidate last year.
Very exhausting first half. Of course, the tremendous display of home runs in the home run hitting contest at Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium.
Two and two now to Hamilton. Saltalamacchia in the on-deck circle. C.J. Wilson, you saw him warming up in the bullpen. The A's in the bottom of the ninth will have Hairston, Cust, and Sweeney.
And there's a possibility that O'Day would start the ninth, and then Wilson to come in and face the two lefties. So we'll see what Ron Washington decides to do. I think that's because it's not just a true start the ninth inning. It's more of a matchups, if you will, and the fact that it's a right-hander, so we'll see. Posters usually like to go in to start the inning.
Well, it's driven left center, but Patterson will get there. He's got it, and Jones returns to first base.
It's a good slider at Hamilton, not able to drive the ball as it was hit off the end of the bat.
Number 21. Jared Saltalamacchia.
So Saltalamacchia steps in looking for his first hit. Pop out, a double play ground ball, and a fly out. For Saltalamacchia, this is his first at bat left-handed tonight. First strike. So Michael Wirtz, after getting the entire weekend off, he was a busy guy in Boston. He pitched Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so he needed a couple days off. And he ended up getting the whole weekend off against the Toronto Blue Jays. Andrew Jones takes off, pitches high, throw to second base is in time. Pennington got the tag on Andrew Jones, caught stealing And the Rangers are done in the top of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth coming up. A's need 2 to tie, and they need 3 to go home. Heat wave of cash, $10,888 in cash to 4 winners on August 8th. Visit cashcreek.com for details. Bottom of the ninth inning, the A's trailing 2-0. Scott Hairston's going to lead it off. And Ray, that's why you're the great analyst that you are. You called it. Darren O'Day stays in the game to face Scott Hairston.
Well, let's make him pay. That's up.
Nobody's in the bullpen, although C.J. Wilson has been throwing.
Yeah, he was throwing. He's probably ready to come in.
He probably doesn't even have to throw anymore from the bullpen now. We'll see. Garciaparra is also waiting, helmet on, bat in hand. First pitch to Scott Hairston. A slider that catches the inside corner. Hairston, Custon, Sweeney for the A's. Hairston a walk in the first, a fly out to center in the fourth, strikeout swinging in the sixth, and it's 0-2. Same pitch, this one toward the outer half. Hairston didn't like the call, but it's 0-2.
Submarine style, we've seen Chris Chad Bradford use it more really down under. Brad Ziegler, and when you throw the slider, it's very difficult for a hitter to stay on the pitch. Ideally, just try to hit it to right field. A sneaky fastball seems like 108 instead of 88.
Close pitch on the inside corner. So it's 2-2 to Hairston.
Started to pull the trigger, definitely inside.
O'Day, a long look in. Now he's ready. Bounce to Michael Young at third. Long throw right there, 1 out. So here comes Cust, and here comes Ron Washington.
It's interesting he had sat down that long. Wilson, he knows he has 8 pitches to get ready.
So C.J. Wilson will try to save it for Texas. West will step in with 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Rangers leading the A's by a score of 2-0. And C.J. Wilson will come in. He has filled in as the closer when Frank Francisco was on the disabled list, and he's also had a chance to close games periodically throughout the season. He was the closer last year, had 24 saves, but he missed the final 2 months of the season. Had elbow surgery, but he's at full strength this year and having a pretty good year for Ron Washington.
It's both ends of the doubleheader. If the A's played in Texas, got a save in the second one.
Well, there's a strike at the knees. Jack Cust has struck out 3 times tonight. The strikeout total has really started to climb for Cust. He now has 118 on the year. Garcia Parra is in the on-deck circle, so he will hit for Sweeney. So the 2 hits for the A's in the game. Suzuki a single in the first. Pennington a single in the 8th. They have received 3 walks. Two-2 pitch. Cust, good swing at a fastball. Fouled it straight back. Keep it right here on Comcast Sportsnet California. After the game, it's A's post-game live. Coming up from the studios. Jimmy Bach and Shooty Babbitt standing by. Jack Cust grounds one. The shift is on, but Arias is not going to be able to have a play.
How about that bad hop? That hit the lip of the outfield grass. As Arias went over to get it, popped straight up, and Jack Cust with a bad hot base hit. And we'll take that shift. Watch this ball pop as it starts to go right. Bam, right there. And Arias almost got it in the face, but it hit the lip. Jack hustling hard, and there's no chance to get him. Remember the ball that Bird, watch that, there's a lip, there's a great shot. But the ball that Bird hit up the middle in the 8th inning off Anderson hit the edge of the grass on the mound.
Went the other way.
And went the direction to center field instead of it going right to Cliff Pennington.
Well, and I said the shift was on, but really the shift was not on.
It was just deep.
Arias was just playing deep.
Exactly.
But the shortstop was in his normal spot. But when you look up and you see the second baseman 6-7 feet out on the grass, further than that out on the grass. So it was a bit of an odd setup.
You figure Wilson's going to stay away from Garcia Parra, and usually that is the case in a situation where one swing of the bat could tie it. Garcia Parra's first home run of the season was against John Lester, a slider that was inside, and he pulled it down the left field line.
Swing and a miss. That fastball running away. 4 for 20 on the year as a pinch hitter is Garcia Parra. And Nomar went around. Slider down and in. And Tim Cheetah says indeed. So that is the 10th strikeout by Rangers pitchers tonight. The final hope for the A's is going to be Tommy Everidge.
Yeah, there's a swing, and definitely went too far, brought it back. He tried to sell it, but both Carlson and Cheetah made the call. So can Tommy Time hit his first?
We need a Tommy Time right here. Everidge is 0 for 3. First pitch outside. Everidge now 6 for 27. Shot to right field. That's a base hit. cuts to second. He'll stop there.
Well, Rajay going to run for him and try to score on the extra base hit. He did it on Saturday, hit the double down the right field line, made it a second and third situation with one out in the ninth.
Number 14.
This time just staying inside with the fastball and shooting at the right field. Call time. They're trying to get the attention.
Rajay Davis is standing right next to Bob Garrett.
Yeah, they're calling time to put somebody in. It's going to be Bobby Crosby instead.
So Crosby comes in.
Your attention,
So
please.
Everidge out and Crosby to run.
Running for Tommy Everidge. Number 7, Bobby Crosby.
So now Mark Ellis is the winning run. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the ninth. Ellis is 0 for 3. Low ball 1. Eric Patterson in the on-deck circle, but he has just been replaced by Rajay Davis. So there's the reason why Rajay Davis was not bunting. Bounced into left field. That's a base hit. Here comes Cuss. He will score. The A's are on the board. It's 2-1. Ellis comes through with an RBI hit.
Again, Michael Young playing a little bit close to third base, maybe not wanting to give up the extra base hit. And Mark Ellis able to low fastball, find the hole, see where Michael Young was playing on the line. And that created a big hole, and he's going to play close again, but not as close. Right now, similar base hit ties the game.
So Davis steps in.
Well, that's a different role. We were saying for Rajay Davis earlier in the season, it was as a pinch hitter, but now, or pinch runner, now more as a pinch hitter because of his success swinging the bat.
Rajay takes low. Davis has been a very hot hitter as of late. 10 hits in his last 25 at bats. He's got a 7-game hitting streak. Swing and a miss on a slider. Crosby at second. He's the tying run. Ellis at first. He's the winning run. Rangers have not lost a game this year when they've had a lead after 8 innings. Their lead tonight after 8 innings, 2-0. Now it's 2-1.
Outfield playing as deep, a lot more shallow in case there's a play.
Rajay Davis now behind in the count, 1-2. Rangers outfielders in a couple steps. Cruz has the real good arm in right field.
And the slider is a pitch that Wilson likes to throw in these situations. Hard slider down and in.
1-2. Right field. That's going to get down, and it's fair. Rolls toward the corner. 1 run scores. They're waving home Ellis. The A's are going to win the game. A's win the game. Rajay Davis is a hero once again.
That's going to be unbelievable, isn't it?
Rajay Davis.
Well, and Cruz could not come up with it right field. It was going to be a close play. Mike Diego was going to send the runner anyway. Ellis was going to be sent. It just so happened that Cruz could not come up with the ball.
And Nelson Cruz hurt himself out in right field. In fact, he's being helped off the field.
He might have slipped when he went after the ball, but regardless, it was Rajay by Fabergé, as Shooty would call him.
So Rajay Davis is the hero. Unbelievable. For 8 innings, the A's scored no runs and have just 2 hits. 2 hits. And they score 3 runs, 5 hits. 4 hits make that in the bottom of the 9th. And stun, and I mean stun, the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, they're stunned. They were sitting in the dugout.
Well, they're also doubly concerned about an all-star right fielder who is limping big time off the field. So, boy, this could be a double hurt for the Texas Rangers. But the A's, well, they will feel good right now because they come back and win it by a final score of 3-2 over the Texas Rangers. So, unbelievable. You just don't have anything going for 8 innings, but in the 9th, they go to the secret weapon.
That's it.
Called them that before. And our secret weapon, Rajay Davis, is standing by downstairs. Rajay, you're red hot. How can you explain what you've been doing the last month?
You know, it's just really a blessing to be out here, get an opportunity to play. And Garen had enough faith in me tonight to put me up there with the game on the line.
Well, indeed, and he saved you to pinch hit. We thought maybe he'd pinch run, but he made the right move. Puts Crosby in a pinch run and saves you as a pinch hitter. What were you thinking as the 9th inning, bottom of the 9th, started to develop, and how you may be used in that inning?
Well, it was something Russ Springer said earlier in the game. He said, "Hey, I got a feeling we're gonna use you late. We're gonna need you late." And look at this.
Roger, why are you breathing so hard? You're not supposed to be breathing that. Is it because everybody's jumping on you or because you ran hard to second?
No, it was really because I really haven't been doing much running since then.
Well, you didn't have to run because Mark Ellis was going to be sent regardless, and Nelson Cruz could not come up with the ball down in right field, but getting pounded on the way you did. But, you know, we were talking, and earlier in the season, as a matter of fact, I said, well, Rajay, go out and pinch run. But now you're being used more as a hitter off the bench instead of as a pinch runner. How do you prepare for that, even though Russ Springer said you're going to be used, but to come in a situation now where you're being asked to hit instead of pinch run?
Well, you know, it's just part of the mental approach and just being ready mentally. Just like I've been stating previously, you know, you just got to be ready mentally. If you're ready in your mind, I believe you can get your body ready.
Yeah. Hey, Rajay, we got good news for you. The official score just came in and said they gave you a triple.
I'll take it.
That's a game-winning triple right there from Rajay Davis.
Thank you.
Certainly you deserve it. But, Rajay, thanks for stopping by. Great job. You hung around to the 9th inning. You're 1 at bat, and it's a game winner. Nice job.
And you go out and run some sprints so you're not breathing so hard. You know, we've been talking about you run so hard you don't even breathe hard. But now you're breathing hard. But
yeah, I'm a little excited.
I know you are. I know you are. Very deserving. Great job again. Once again, stay hot.
All right, thank you.
Rajay Davis, the hero tonight, as the A's score 3 in the bottom of the 9th, and they win it by a final score of 3-2 over the Texas Rangers in Game 1 of a 4-game series. Don't go away. A's Post Game Live with Mindy and Shooty is about to go right now from the studio.